Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Everything working? Oh, we're going, guys. We're going. Good morning. It is I, the Crypto Otaku, back again for some more market chaos and some crypto coffee, crypto coffee and chaos. How's it going, guys? How's it going? We are getting going this morning. Righty. So first things first. We're winning. We're winning. We're back to winning again. Oh my god. So beautiful. I'm so happy we're back to winning. God. I was a little worried. I was like, I didn't have my altar, no crypto magic last night, but we still killed it right out of the ballpark. Look at that. Right on top of our bull prediction last night. Yeah, kind of feeling that. Definitely feeling that today. Holding up really good. Just kind of reclaiming these areas. Nothing crazy yet. Just waiting in the background, waiting for the China deal to come out. And that's what everyone's talking about right now on Bloomberg. So good morning, Milk Money. How the hell have you been, my guy? Apparently I missed an open mic last night. That sucks. I didn't know that was going to happen. On a Monday, man. On a Monday. Yeah, sounds like Rob's having a little too much fun over there now. I gotta get back at it. It's like just like my hair, man. My hair's having a little too much fun on top. At some point, it's gonna be a mohawk. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So yes, it's Otaku Tuesday, coffee, crypto, and chaos time. Yes, check out. Yes, check out. I'm telling you, I'm ready to check out after this week. My body is not ready anymore. Just been moving like crazy. All right, guys, let's see what's going on with the talking heads this morning. We've got about roughly a minute until the market opens. They're coming out. But yeah, so far so good. Let's take a look at, while we're waiting for them, let's take a look at the live heat map brought to you for free by Kimba. Oh, I Snowland on YouTube. Don't pay for something you get for free.
What are you, stupid?
It's right there, man. It's right there. It's so free. Yeah, you're not paying for nothing. All right, so it looks like right now we're building. Yeah, look at this. We're building a wall around both sides. The bulls and bears are starting to put up, significant, action around these ranges. So we've got resistance, clear resistance, and clear support at 100K and 106, right around 106. It's a little more than half. Right now we're sitting about 103.6, 103.7. Not too bad. So it's only a 2K move to break through this wall and get the people wrecked. That's right. Or we hit 100K, bounce off, and then break it again. So it's only a matter of time. People are going to get wrecked. They're going to be so sad. And it's only in the middle of the month. Today is the 13th. Strawberry Dragons, good morning. I am ready for more chaos. Morning. I hope you got your coffee ready. I've got the Jigglypuff. I was a little sleepy this morning. The Jigglypuff, coffee mug is ready to go. All right, guys. All right, so they should be opening up right now.
This is the biggest corporate story of today. That's United Health sinking in a big way after suspending its outlook for the year. The insurer also named board chairman Stephen Hemsley as its new CEO, replacing Andrew Whitty. So sort of a double whammy for investors there. Matt, like you said, more than decimated right now, down 11% on United Health.
And it's already had a rough month, down 40%, you were telling us earlier, because they cut their forecast. Now they've pulled it, so losing basically half of their value in 4 weeks trade. Coinbase is jumping, going the other direction. This after
there we go.
Standard & Poor's announced it will replace Discover Financial in the S&P 500 benchmark index. So a real changing of the guard there from an old economy financial to
Discover,
a crypto exchange. I guess make of that what you will as Bitcoin trades at $100,000. Ron Temple of Lazard is still with us. And Ron, Shonali Bassick, our co-anchor, has just interviewed Ken
This is
Griffin,
awesome to kick off the morning.
He was making a comment about the fact that maybe you would be better off having held cash from Liberation Day. It's antithetical to the way we're all kind of raised in this financial markets industry, right? You want to be always playing offense. You want to be always invested to some extent. But what do you make of that? This kind of volatility is difficult.
Yeah, it definitely causes some sleepless nights. And I think cash is an important role for every investor, but they have to determine how much is right for them in their individual situation. Having said that, over the long run, we do know that being invested in equities, whether it's public or private, is a better place to be than cash and delivers higher real returns.
I'm not going to entertain this. That's so silly. We had a really good start. Oh yeah, Coinbase replaced Discover in the S&P 500, and then maybe this is a good time to be just sitting on your cash. So stupid. All right. Getting back into it, guys. I did want to show you this yesterday. I totally forgot. We went too long. I had way too much news yesterday to cover. So I did want to, of course, talk about the Coinbase commercial. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's a pretty good one.
Every day, the Fed prints an average of $465 million. That's 26,000 shipping containers a year, created out of thin air. Maybe that's why the dollar loses value over time. But there's one thing they can never print more of: Bitcoin. At the size of a quarter, this is all there will ever be. Shouldn't a store of value hold its value? Every day, the Fed prints an average of 460.
And there it is. So yeah, I mean, at least they're getting that news out there. There's plenty of normies out there that don't even know how money works, yet alone how to keep it, right? And everyone talks about just keeping their money, literally just keeping their money, but they don't know about the hidden man in the room just taking it little by little. It's an invisible tax, right? It's an invisible tax. Anyway, so that's pretty cool stuff happening right now with our space in a big way behind the scenes. All right, so everyone's talking about the Magnificent Seven, yada, yada, yada. Let's take a look at some of the metrics this morning and see what's going on with the news. Anything breaking? S&P 500, little change. The stocks look to extend Monday's big rally. So it looks like we're going to have another good day for traditional markets on the backs of hope. Hope that this China trade deal is going to be something big and significant. What else we got here? Let's take a look at Fox Business. China Xi blast bullying, says no winners in trade wars a day after tariff deal. Well, this is not
Ryan
good.
Payne
Right out
has
the
a
gate.
smile on his face this morning, and no wonder. This is a rip your face off rally, is it?
It is. This is as good as it gets. You said green on the screen. Bull markets are more fun than bear markets.
Yes.
And I think I said famously on your show, well, at least in my mind, it was famously on your show. Markets don't settle down; they settle up, right? And that's what you're seeing right now. If you weren't already invested, you've missed a big move, not only just today, but really over the last 2 weeks. Like stock prices have just had a huge rebound, and I think that's what the market's been telling you, because the market is forward-looking. Is these deals were eventually going to happen, right? At some point, the trade negotiations were going to happen. We're going to get back to business. That's what the market's telling you today, on top of a pretty good economy already.
We are told that there are 24 trade deals just ready to be signed. Maybe the China deal will speed that up. And if we do get a lot more deals in the very near future, does this market have momentum on the upside?
It really does, just because if the fundamentals were so good before the tariffs, right? If you look at the S&P 500, if you look at earnings projections, can make 11% over the next 12 months. That's double-digit earnings growth. And you look at the underlying economy in general, right? We've seen labor markets continue to stay strong. If you look at wages, went up 3.8% over the last 12 months. That's well over inflation at 2.4%. And when you think about the U.S. economy, it's always about the consumer. And when the consumer has a job, they're making money over inflation, and they spend money, that drives everything. So I think that is that's what the market's telling you. It's a phenomenal
I got no job
right now. And oil prices down to $62 a barrel. That's like a tax break for the American consumer, because prices on oil are much higher at the beginning of the year. So you just have so many things right now that are at the wind of the back of the economy and the stock market.
I don't want to bring up negatives on a day like this, but the negative that I see this morning is higher interest rates. Yield on the 10-year Treasury, you're close to 4.5% again.
Well, it's kind of it's a little bit of both, right? When interest rates go up, it's telling the economy is going to grow faster, which is a good thing, right? If you have more economic growth, you're going to have more inflation, which also feeds into, 10-year Treasury is going to be higher. In fact, normal rates are more like 5% on the 10-year Treasury if you look at it historically. The negative, and I think this is a real negative, is we haven't really addressed how we're going to pay down this deficit. So I think that's the big problem that no one can really answer right now. We don't know how much tariffs are going to offset that. If we continue extending this tax break, this tax bill, that could be like $7 trillion more in spending. So I think that is a problem, and I think the 10-year Treasury is telling you that, but it's also telling you economic growth is going to be stronger. And I think that's also why you're seeing this big rally today.
Enough with the negatives. The Dow's going to be up 1,000.
All right. So it looks like, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for anything significant on the backs of this China trade deal. Let's see what this article has to say, though. So we got China's President Xi Jinping bullying and hegemonism, hegemonianism, I can't pronounce that this morning, will ultimately fail in the subtle swipe. Dude, why is it so tiny? Sudden swipe. Man, their website needs some work. Holy crap. Is it just not pulled up? Like, my God. Okay, whatever. They need some work. So Chinese leaders spoke to officials in China and Latin America on Tuesday, reiterating Beijing's view that bullying and hegemonism only leads to self-isolation. There's no winners in tariff wars. She's saying, I swear this is old. I swear he already said that last week. U.S. and China announced on Monday that tariffs against one another will be reduced to a 90-day period after officials held trade negotiations in Geneva, Switzerland. Under the deal, reciprocal tariffs for both countries will be reduced by 115%. This is all yesterday's news. I don't know why this is being pushed out today. This is, yeah, this is, I don't know what's going on. 2 hours ago, this is nothing. This is a nothing article. Fox Business, you get an F today. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. Let's check up and see CNBC covering anything else here. Annual inflation rate hits 2.3% in America, lowest since 2021. Yeah, if you believe it, if you want to believe it, I don't believe it. It's more like 12.5, 12.3. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick, see what's going on with you guys. Super Danny's in the house, man. Good morning, Otaku. Crypto JPEG also here. How's it going? Do you have Crypto JPEG? Rob is going on vacation at the end of the week, says Milk Money. Oh, so he wants to get some things going. Yeah, we could probably, I should have a talk with him before he goes. I'm still kind of getting things going here, obviously, but yeah, maybe I can help him out a little bit. Yeah, good morning, guys. I'll be watching a bit during my break. Nice. Nice to see you, of course, Super Danny, our resident Super Saiyan in the chat. Bill Gates' world will be better in 20 years. My optimism hasn't been shaken. Does anyone trust what Bill Gates even says anymore? Goldman raises to 2025 S&P 500 target. Yeah, I think I've seen that this morning, as well as all the big banks are looking at July for rate cuts instead of June. We're pushing it back in hopes of that the economy is just going to be propped up by this trade deal with China. Now, if that doesn't happen, then yeah, it's gonna we're in for a different story. U.S.-China trade war pushed global supply chain near breaking point. New data shows. This is interesting. Almost near doom, or still potential doom. We haven't got store shelves empty yet. U.S.-China trade war de-escalation and tariff pause came with a global supply chain stress near the tipping point, according to new data. GEP's global supply chain volatility index shows a steep retreat in manufacturing orders after a massive stockpile. Even with trade deal progress, the rapidly changing landscape is cloudy. Manufacturers' outlook and dampening investment, according to the data. Let's look at the data a little quick, but that's the quick synopsis on that. The GDP supply data volatility index shows demand conditions, shortages, transportation costs, inventories, and backlogs based on a monthly survey of 27,000 businesses. The normies just can't get a break. Retail can't get a break to even get in our space this year. It's just like just constant storms. And if you don't know anything about crypto, you're just freaking getting drenched. You're getting drenched. Yeah, the first blows of the tariff war have landed on global manufacturers. Supply chain volatility data should serve as a warning as what will become next. The temporary pause of tariffs in the U.S. and China aren't extended permanently after the 90-day pause and the trade war re-escalates. The data showed a hockey stick upturn in April, according to Piatek, in North American companies aggressively stockpiling inventory at what he described as a concerning rate. At the same time, the first signs of manufacturing anticipating a slower demand and supply shortages have emerged. And I guess with all these squiggly lines being, yeah, so stockpiling right now. U.S. is definitely trying to stockpile. What do we got? This one here, supply chain volatility index with UK. Oh wow, on the bottom there. What do we got? Input demand index. So the demand right now on everything in the UK is pretty much ceased. America still, I guess, maintains its own same demand, even with volatility. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much nothing else to see there. So yeah, just let's just hope this gets resolved soon, for all of our sakes. Unless you're holding gold, silver, and Bitcoin. I love to go back into that. God. All right, let's get back into it, guys. Let's see what's going on. What they're talking about now.
The NASDAQ 100 up 0.6%. You do have NVIDIA rallying today. That's helping both of these benchmarks. It's not helping the Russell 2000, but still, you're looking at a gain of about 0.5% when it comes to the small caps. It's time now for our top calls. Some of the analyst action in focus this morning. And first up, Caterpillar getting upgraded to a buy over at Baird. That's thanks to its sales stabilization and the easing of tariffs. Next up, Chevron, though, getting downgraded over at HSBC on falling oil prices. The analyst is citing reduced upside for the shares, which are currently off by about 0.4%. And finally, Valero Energy getting upgraded to a buy at Goldman Sachs thanks to improved margins. Meanwhile, let's get back to one of our top stories, and that is United Health Group shares plunging this morning after a shakeup that caught investors by surprise. The insurance giant, it pulled its guidance for the year. It also returned board chairman Stephen Hemsley to the CEO role, replacing Andrew Whitty.
Yeah, so it looks like, they're still shaking up the pharmaceuticals with all of the mandatory savings on American pharmaceutical drugs. That's going to, of course, take that away from their profits, and oh no, boo-hoo. But yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that. I mean, once you do that to one, industry, then you can do that to any industry. It opens up, it takes away from fair trade and all that. I don't know. But yeah, it is on the other side of the coin is America's been paying too much for our shit. Okay, let's see what else is going on in our space. Let's see if any other news has popped up in crypto. Bitcoin slips below 101k as 700 million in liquidations rock the crypto market. Yeah, not enough. Not enough pain. 700 million. We need some. We need like 2 to 5 billion. let's get those bears wrecked on the top. Let's see what else we got here. JP Morgan gold could reach 6,000 if this shift happens. This is interesting. This came out a couple hours ago. Given the inelastic supply of gold, JP Morgan analysts believe that the precious metal could reach $6,000 per troy ounce by 2029. That's not that bullish. I can't say. I'm gonna stop reading this article right now. I'm like, by the end of the year, JP Morgan? No, they're being very conservative. Yeah, 2029. I mean, yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm done reading that. Where's Jim when you need him? He'll tell you all about it. Let's see. Animoca Brands eyes on U.S. listing citing Trump's crypto stance. Fantasy Pepe. Oh God, Fantasy Pepe. More Pepe knockoffs. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's in the headlines on Bitcoin.com news this morning. Polymarket bettors put 56% odds on Trump eliminating capital gains tax. Ooh, I like this bet. This is a good bet. This one came out yesterday. Polymarket bettors are currently pricing in a 56% probability on U.S. President Donald Trump's abolishing the long-term capital gains tax in 2025. Although Trump has yet to address the matter directly, policy documents align with the agenda, as well as proposals for right-leaning think tanks, have consistently championed the dramatic reduction of capital gains tax. Now, we just had a new stimulus bill come out with some ideas that were going to be passed around. I'm not sure they're going to be in the final bill, the big beautiful bill, but this was not on that list from what I've seen. The tax on tips, that was no tax on tips was still there, no tax on overtime. Although the no tax on tips, though, that was interesting. They went from no tax on tips, just loosely thrown out there, to no tax on tips if you get cash as the tip and not credit card transactions. What is the point then? What is the point? Because everyone just pockets the cash anyway. I mean, come on, that's dumb. That's pretty much a nothing burger. So those are my big two takeaways out of the stimulus bill or whatever, the big beautiful bill. Okay, so what else we got here? Will Trump cut long-term capital gains tax in 2025? So yeah, we're getting closer to 60%. Wow, it was at 80% in April. That's insane. Oh yeah, well this is going to be a really bullish year, guys, if we don't get capital gains tax at the end of all this. That would be insane. We can hope. We can only hope. Although it's not really going to affect us anyway. If you guys are making $1 million at least, it's not going to affect us. We're still going to have to pay a huge chunk because again, it's going to be $150,000 income or less. So if you have a job, you're 9 to 5, you won't get to pay taxes on. Again, just keeping us all poor. And then the poor people will make $150,000, and the rich will make, $100 million. All right, moving on from this. What else we got? Anything? Let's go back to the talking heads. What are they talking about now?
Its rise really just began since the last few years. But still, it's really a big deal. Stifel called the results impressive. Truist said that they handily beat revenue. So good news for On. And last, we're looking at Rigetti. This is the opposite because we see shares going the opposite direction, down by as much as 10%. Rigetti tumbled after missing revenue expectations. Operating loss was also larger than forecast. It did report a profit, but that was really just an accounting gain. So the CEO said that revenue can be, quote, lumpy. He said that quantum computing really...
Yeah, I don't care about Rigetti. All right, Ramona. Ramona says that she could do an open mic night with Rob 4 days off. Okay, and then yeah, at least one or two of them. Yeah, I can talk to Ramona and Rob and see if we can get something going. I can do a open mic chaos night. That'll be fun. Hopefully we get some Doom when I get to do one with you guys. But yeah, I'll talk to Rob about that tonight. Yeah, it's super exciting, guys. Hopefully we don't have to worry about our space being negatively effective on this. You'd think that with tech stocks going up, we would see at least altcoins. If Bitcoin just wants to sit in the sideline, that's fine. But we'd see at least altcoins pop off a little bit. Let's go back to open to the crypto bubbles real quick and see if anything's happening. On the day, nothing. Everything's just sitting there stagnant, just waiting. Even Pi came down. Pi was like up like 40-50% the last couple days. Ran up almost 100% on the week. My God, that coin needs to just go back to the shadow realm. Die. What else we got? Nothing really. Nothing really happening. Just trying to hold on to whatever gains it could the last week. That's it. Even let's see the top 200. Anything moving there? Nero. That's the dog coin. What's his name's coin? That's isn't that Musk's dog? I forget. No, that's the original Doge name, right? For the dog that was in the picture. Peanut Peanut's coming back? Really? How long has that squirrel been dead now? God. Moodening. Oh, it's just Moodang. Yeah, Moodang. Yeah, that's the hippo. Yeah, the hippo coin. All the meme coins are coming back, guys. The ones in the top 200 anyway. Kato and ATH. Yep. White Rock. Right Rock. Yeah, White Rock back 10%. Baby Doge. God, I can't believe that thing's still alive. It's almost 100 million. It's in volume. Market cap's 324 million. Wow, it's ridiculous for freaking Baby Doge. All right. Okay, guys. I'm trying to find a diamond in the rough today, but there's really nothing. It's kind of it's weird. It's really weird. Let's see any breaking news. Are we doing anything? What is what else is trending on CNBC? United Healthcare still, OpenAI shaking up plans, goes to SoftBank's nod. All eyes now on Microsoft for AI. U.S. trade war pushed the globe. We already read that one. Honda Motor reports. Yeah. Honda, screw it. Here on Tuesday's biggest analyst calls: Netflix, Caterpillar, Coinbase, First Solar, Chevron, and more. Yeah, we got some of those this morning already on Bloomberg. Yeah. So, let's check out more crypto news, I guess. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm running out of steam this morning. What's going on? Arizona governor kills 2 crypto bills, cracks down on Bitcoin ATMs. What? Yeah, she is just not... She needs to get thrown out. There's a Katie. Yeah, Katie Hobbs. Katie Hobbs rejected bills to establish this state Bitcoin reserve and accept crypto payments, but signed a bill to regulate ATMs. I thought this was a done deal. I thought she signed the actual bill for it, but apparently she didn't. She rejected the Senate Bill 1373 to establish digital assets reserve fund for the state reserve, and would have allowed Arizona to hold crypto assets obtained through seizures or legislative allocations. Current volatility in cryptocurrency markets do not make a prudent fit for general fund dollars, she said. Oh God, just kick her. Just kick her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stupid. Do I need to show her my portfolio? God damn you, Katie. Such a stupid thing to do and say. My God. Bitcoin Reserve Act on May 3rd. It would have authorized 10% of the state's treasury to retirement funds and invest in Bitcoin and other digital assets. Wow. That sucks. I'm sorry, Arizonians. According to data, BitcoinLaws.io, 26 U.S. states have introduced certificate crypto reserves bills, with 18 of them currently still active, as we just showed last night on bitcoinlaws.io. This is what they're referring to here. The 34 live ones, 35 ones in about 18 states, they're still active. And if you want to check the race, just come up here to policy data and state reserve race. You can see which ones are in the lead. Right now, Arizona still needs that damn thing just signed. Someone's got to buy her a cookie or some shit. I don't know what you need to do to get Katie Hobbs to sign this frickin' bill. But New Hampshire already passed it. They already enacted it. And the Bitcoin laws say it's enacted, but she still hasn't signed it. I don't know. When was this? I'm going to get back to that real quick. I just was there. That was as of 5 hours ago. Yeah. I cannot believe this is still going on. It's so stupid. The whole, it passed everything except for her desk. Okay, and today I vetoed the Senate Bill 1024 while voting. The bill will allow state agencies to enter their agreements to protect the state from risks associated with cryptocurrency. Legislators on both sides of the aisle acknowledge it still leaves the door open for too much risk. I had no words. I have no more words. But the ATM bill, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. All right. Someone is lining her pockets to vote this thing out. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is here. Let's see what the talking heads are talking about. Let's go on live over there real quick and see. It looks like BTC is just trying to get over this hump.
Embassy, where instead of following local law in Saudi Arabia, they instead are dictated by perhaps America's laws. So there are some ways and means that they're going to be able to do this, but it's Saudi Arabia and also the UAE we're anticipating could be unveiled of being able to access these really sophisticated chips.
By the way, speaking of Saudi Arabia, I shouldn't be so flippant on Boeing. And Katie, part of your job is to say, Matt, don't be so flippant.
It's not a duopoly.
It's a publicly traded company in a very competitive environment.
Exactly.
And Saudi Arabia, of course, ordering 30 737s from Boeing, which is the reason that you see those gains. I want to ask you about another company completely, Caroline, and that is Google. You were talking, I think, yesterday about the fact that they may not be able to pay Apple $20 billion anymore. Well, they could turn around and use that money to fund a lawsuit they're facing in Europe. I think 12 billion euros on people that feel like they've been bilked.
Yeah, and civil lawsuits here that could really end up adding up.
And they're talking about the Saudi Arabian thing. Trump was just there. I saw some video of him this morning. Man, there's really not much to say today, guys. I mean, it's just kind of a lackluster day. Yesterday was so exciting. You can buy a Batmobile now. But the price is no joker. Oh my god, this is stupid, guys. There's literally nothing. This is why they're putting out this crap in the headlines. Look at this. What the hell? Batman may be a fictional character, but his car isn't. Life-size drivable replicas of the Batman tumbler, the tank, the Bat tank. Hashtag not my Batman. So how much is this damn thing? 525 horsepower. 5,500 pounds, my god. And you're not gonna say the price. I skim over it. 2.9 million. That's not bad. 10 replicas. Okay. I mean, it's kind of a meh. Yeah, $3 million. Meh. Not my favorite Batmobile. Jesus. Alright. What? I don't know, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. It's kind of a meh day. I mean, the crypto bubbles literally tells the whole story. It's a meh day, but it looks like we're getting tied up here. Let's look back in the longer time frames. On the 4 hour, it just looks like we're trying to get up there to create that cup, and then break out a handle. We just got to get above 104 for that. On the 1 hour chart, yeah, it looks like we might be rolling over. God, just create that little cup and handle and smash on upward. But yeah, we need some more confidence in the market, I guess, for this to take off. I mean, what's more confident than Sailor's going to buy half the entire supply this year on top of the halving just occurring last April? I mean, Whatever. You do you. I don't know. This rest of this world can just figure it out. God, guys. All right, let's get back into the rest of the news. See what else people are talking about. We can probably see if Bitcoin's fallen underneath Alphabet yet. No, we're still holding up above Alphabet. That's the least bullish. Yeah, we still have Amazon. A lot of money flooding into Amazon. I covered this yesterday morning. We were still at number 5 in market cap in the world with BTC. And then $200 billion shot out of nowhere into Amazon and then pushed us right below Amazon as Amazon passed BTC. So that happened yesterday. It looks like today about 70 billion additional got thrown into it. Yeah, you can see there, boom. But yeah, we're holding on steady. Are we gonna roll over? Or are we gonna continue upward? It looks like we're getting a little bit of a tiny bit of a breakout to the upside. But yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. We're just kind of in limbo right now. Let's see what's going on with Daily Hodl. Quant analyst Plan B says a new Bitcoin all-time high incoming with sky-high price targets. I don't know if you guys saw his latest. It was kind of, it's kind of the same rhetoric. He had the same dot before. We need more orange dots or more yellow dots or whatever. You know, is his thing. But yeah, Plan B, he tells his 211,000 YouTube subscribers that the monthly relative strength index, the RSI indicator, suggests Bitcoin bull market will continue and the flagship crypto asset may soar close to $500,000. You know what, specifically, I'm curious now that I'm reading that, the beginning of that article. What is dominance right now? 63, 62? We back to 62? Yeah, so it looks like we're coming back up a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, let's get back into that. Plan B says, in my opinion, from now on, we'll see an all-time high as soon as that will be 110 and higher, followed by the 3 monthly close all-time highs. Usually all-time highs are not alone, they come in groups. Now if you look at our RSI, the relative strength index currently at 66, that around the average RSI level of 65. The dark area here, the black area. The chart has been around average of more than a year now, in my opinion. I could read the chart and that BTC spent a couple of years now, that the average of 65. From now on, it will stay 1 or more years above 65 average. We need more orange dots. Not the red dots. We need the red dots, the orange dots. Jeez, Plan B. In fact, I think that we'll see 80 plus RSI months again at least 4 of them, and then just hit the bull markets in 2021, 2017, in 2013. So I think that we'll see the RSI numbers again. Yeah. Level of an average of 100,000, 4 months of 40%. That would bring us already to about $400,000 area. Yeah, and that's kind of Michael Saylor's target as well. Somewhere between 35 and 45% per year. That's his average on terms of gains. We're gonna have more than upsides certain years than the others, but the average is gonna be about 35 to 40% per year. All right. Pretty much nothing again there from a Plan B. Let's see. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. I think everyone's just kind of like, again, a little jaded from Plan B. I mean, I like Plan B. He's nice. I like him. But everyone's still a little jaded from him and his $100,000 call that was taken away from him, right? Because he was pretty much right on there. But it was taken away by the FTX and the China ban last cycle. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing else here. Rare earths, penicillin, and more for national security, says JP Morgan. Yeah, on supply chains. We talked about the investors being kidnapped yesterday. The Las Vegas host. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing today, guys. This sucks. Where's the doom? Where's the chaos? I need destruction. I need it now. I guess coffee's just gonna have to do. Yeah, this is meh. This is just meh. All meh. What are the talking heads doing? We go back to the talking heads, I guess. We can go back to the talking heads. Yeah, they're on recess right now. We'll be back in a minute or two. We'll check in back with them one more time. And then that might be it. That might be it. I got nothing else for you guys. We covered all the stuff last night. No one's blowing up the place. Bitcoin price watch, double top, or launch pad. I hope for a launch pad. Level under fire. We can take a look at the chart too. I mean, we just spent some time in the chart this morning. We can do that. This is kind of where I was looking at this morning. We called this last night, right? So we again winning. I cannot believe this is just this is right on top of the damn thing. But yeah, we did not roll over in the morning, which is a good sign. We could still roll over though. That's kind of my idea, was that, you know, Japan was going to pump it just a little bit, the foreign markets as well, and then we were going to roll over in the morning as they just kind of pumped our bags a little bit, kind of consolidate, and then try to keep this range here between 102 and 103 throughout the day, and then probably see some sort of smash to the upside when the ETFs are settled around 3 p.m. That's kind of my idea for the day. So something like this. Well, that's on the 1 hour. Let's do the 30 minute. Let's go to 15. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, maybe the foreign markets will start pumping our bags into the evening. Something like that. Because, yeah, again, it's a yin and yang system. If we dump, they're going to pump. If we pump, they're going to dump. Because someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. And both sides are going to lose. When, of course, we get the big parabolic move to the upside. Right, so getting back to the chat real quick. It's been a minute since I've been in the chat. Jeez. Yes, Crypto JPEG morning. Good morning, guys. I'll be watching during my break at Super Danny. Yeah, I think I already covered most of the stuff. Rona said, yeah, about the Ramona. We'll definitely talk about the open mic nights tonight and the few other days later. And then Danny, hit the like button. Yes, I keep forgetting to shill my own channel. Please like, subscribe, do all the things down below if you like what you're seeing here today. Yeah.
What are you, stupid?
I need some likes, guys. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, there's not that much doom today. I won't. Okay, I'm literally gonna. Where's my stick? Give me a stick, damn it! I got plenty of sticks here. I'm gonna poke Bitcoin with a stick. We need to just crash right now. Just do something, damn it! Do something. Yeah, it looks like it is starting to roll over a little bit. It is starting to roll over a little bit. So, are we gonna get that? We're gonna roll on over. We're gonna dump a little bit, touch this down here, get a double bottom today, and then shoot on back up. I'd like to see that too. All right, so that might be all I got, guys. That might be it. We'll check the talking heads one more time and see if they got anything. But that might be it.
Saudi Arabia will bring that to you live when it occurs in the coming moments. Coming up, we're also going to check in with Ira Jersey, Bloomberg Intelligence Chief U.S. Interest Rate Strategist. Let's see what he thinks about this inflation data. It seemed pretty tame to me. Sarah Ponzek, financial advisor at UBS Private Wealth Management, will give us her thoughts on these markets. Is she buying this rebound here for her good friends at UBS? Sam Daher, Bloomberg senior Middle East reporter, talking about some of the deals that President Trump is negotiating with the folks in the Middle East. We got all that coming up, as well as some economic data as well. But right now, let's kick this whole thing off with John Tucker and a Bloomberg Business Flash. John.
All right, and this Bloomberg Business Flash poll being brought to you by IBKR. Will the year-over-year change in the U.S. CPI exceed 2.7% in May of 2025? At IBKR Forecast Trader, the yes was recently at 23%. Start predicting today at ibkr.com/forecast. The last trading day for this contract is June 19th. The S&P 500 rising toward its highest level since February. Just parenthetically, it's still down 4.5% from its record. 7 of the 11 major industry groups in the index, they are higher right now. And you guessed it, healthcare, the biggest for the S&P.
All right. So I guess we'll wait a little bit more. There's a Saudi Arabian announcement, I guess, with that deal with Trump. We were talking about that this morning. It looks like they're going to have something in a few moments. So we'll wait on that. But let's take a look at the S&P 500, the gold. Yikes. They're double bottoming right now. And they're getting some sort of structure, though. So the gold bugs could still see a little bit of an upward, push today, maybe. Not so much doom for gold, to be rallying right now. We need more Doom. I'm sorry, we need more Doom. Damn it! I can't wait for this mood to be done, guys. I want to make some more some more clips and stuff. Damn it!
Stupid!
I know. So yeah, gold is just waiting. Silver, man, just going sideways. And yeah, the SP 500. Where's the Dixie at today? So 104, 1014. Nah, nothing there. Nothing new there. Hopefully this was just kind of like a nothing rally. Oh, China and Trump are talking. Oh, okay. Let's just throw a ton of money into treasuries. We'll see. And the S&P, S&P 500 coming back up. And yeah, we're still at all-time highs. Yeah, we're over 6,000. They're calling for like 5,900. I think some of the big banks are calling for 5,900 by the end of the month. We're pretty much already there. I mean, that's kind of conservative. Yeah, wow. This thing is so overblown. Wow, just so overblown. This is the daily chart, guys. God, this bubble's gotta pop. This is where all the money just goes to die eventually, when everyone gets rug pulled by the dollar. Okay, let's get back in the chat real quick. A-Guy is here. How is it going, A-Guy? Well, I made it, but I made it way too late. Well, you didn't miss nothing, A-Guy. Nothing's happening today. Nothing. We'll get back and see if they're saying anything, but yeah, this is what you missed today. Not a damn thing. It's all just sitting there orange today. Just consolidating sideways. Let's see what the talking heads are talking about.
And as we remember, last month they cut their annual guidance and reported their first earnings miss in more than a decade. So sounds like a lot of turmoil over there.
Yeah, just, I mean, the old withdrawing the guidance, new CEO, boy, that is just bad. So that I can see how the stock's reacting to that. How about our good friends at Boeing? Some good news there?
Yeah, some good news at Boeing. A couple of Bloomberg News reports actually contributing to the share gains there potentially. We're up now more than 2.
We're just waiting on the Saudi Arabian news. Saudi Arabia and the trade. See if anything came out yet. I don't think we missed it. Oh, Trump. President Trump gets a lavish welcome in Saudi Arabia as he kicks off the Gulf tour. The president will also visit Qatar and United Arab Emirates. He is making his first major international trip for the second term. He has told his advisors he wants to sign deals with more than $1 trillion. Worth more than $1 trillion. Nice. So yeah, this is the news we're talking about here. But yeah, we saw the plane, or at least I saw the plane this morning when we started the show. Yeah, it's been quiet. It's just kind of settling in over there, I guess. But he did shake hands with the Saudi Arabian prince. Yeah, this is the video I saw this morning. Are they just firing in the air? I guess. I'm like, there's no fireworks in the daytime, right? What the hell? Yeah. So they just kind of met, and that was all we got so far. We're waiting for updates. Yeah, Trump administration live updates. Trump's rise in Saudi Arabia. That's just pretty much nothing yet. So yeah, there's probably not going to be anything for a while. I mean, he just settled in. That was about an hour ago, give or take. So I would say there's probably going to be some news right around lunchtime, in a couple hours. Give it a couple hours. All right, guys, that's pretty much what I got here on a nothing burger kind of day. Everything going sideways, everything in the orange. Nothing is moving. BTC just kind of just waiting on the news. Yeah, S&P looks like it's ready for another leg up after some of these trade deals. This is going to get ridiculous, guys. Like, when is this tower going to fall? Jeez. Well, it's never going to fall now, actually. You know, it's never going to fall now because we got Coinbase in there. We got all this exposure to BTC by proxy that no one even knows about. Yeah, that's going to be propped up forever now. Who am I kidding? Okay, so let's get back to BTC. sitting at 103.1. And yeah, I think it's just gonna go sideways today. I might see a little bit of some action around 12 day trading, especially if Trump gets out with some sort of positive news. It might see an initial pullback or go sideways action as the S&P reacts positively for it, and then a huge spike upward after they're done playing. By end of day, ETFs will probably grab up the rest of this. Speaking of which, I wonder what they did. Was this yesterday? Yeah, look at this. This was yesterday, about 3 a.m. No, I'm at the 1 hour. Damn it. Let's go back to the 15-minute. Usually you can pinpoint where the ETF settled the day and bought up the dip. It's about 6 p.m. there. There's probably a little bit one there. 3 p.m. right about there. Nah, nothing. This was Thursday last week. I'm looking for yesterday. Where's yesterday's? We've been right about here. Yeah, so right there. ETFs were bought. They bought up. They pumped Bitcoin's price yesterday at about 1.4% after the market closed yesterday and the ETF settled. That's what they ended up buying from this huge dip. They just bought it right back up. So they were only really being propped up right now by the ETFs. In a way. The foreign markets obviously, pumped a little bit higher for us and recovered us, but yeah, I could see the same thing happening today too. Wall Street gets in there, oh, I'm gonna sell it, I'm gonna short it, I'm gonna sell it, and then and then we just kind of pump it back up. Well, the ETFs pump it right back up because they buy up all the dip, something like that. That could happen. That's kind of what I'm gonna expect today, especially if we get just positive news or trade and TradFi moves, or traditional markets move, and BTC sits on the sidelines. We'll see a little bit of a touch downward and then move up. Oh no, it's still bullish. We could hit all the way back down to 99K and still be bullish. We're still in a bullish trend line, right? Anyway, so that's what I'm looking at today. Super Bears definitely not getting what they want. No time for that. All right, guys. All right. Well, this is all I got for you today. I'm sorry it's not so much of a chaotic day. Very just sleepy. Very sleepy. Hopefully you'll have some more chaos tonight. Right? Yesterday was fun. I didn't know. I was a deer in headlights yesterday. There was so much crap going on. This is insane. And there was so much news to cover last night. Guys, you want to see a crazy speed run last night in news, go check out last night's live stream. It was nuts how much news we covered with all the things happening in our space. So anyway, I'll catch you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid, right? We're right there. We're right there. We're at the beginning of this whole freaking rally. And you don't want to, lose all your positions right before the bull run. All right, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Oh, man.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, Poland 19. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
What was that? Chaos for ants? I mean, come on. God damn. Oh, I got so much to do today. Oh my god, so much to do. We need more chaos. Yes, Milk Money. We do. I gotta get some more coffee too. I'll see you guys later.